Hi, it's Shayla from Making Lemonade from Lemons, and I wanted to do a short update real quick and show you guys what is going on here in my garden since it started to turn off cooler. And I actually, a couple of days ago, was able to get a nice big salad just from the garden. So anyways, I'm going to turn you around and I'm going to show you what's going on here. Okay, so this is one of my tomato plants that, as you can see, that tomato is starting to blush. This is my boxcar willy plant, and it's still doing great. And my pepper plants are still doing great. These are my King Tut peas, and they have gotten pretty big. I actually harvested some of these radishes because they were a pretty big size, and I'll probably put a I'll insert a picture about that'll show you what size they were, and they're pretty big. These are my Lincoln peas. They're starting to get taller. These are my Alaska peas, and they're really tall. And these are my Wando peas. They're getting on up there too. These pepper plants, of course, are all still producing and doing well. All my peppers are starting to really start ripening and stuff now. So my cayennes and everything are starting to turn red, which is good. But they're still flowering and everything, which I probably, the ones that are flowering I probably won't get, but we'll see. And then here's my Amish paste tomato plant, which is still looking good, but I probably won't get any more tomatoes from it. But I'm just leaving it until it frosts. These are my kale plants right here, and they're doing well. They're putting out, a decent amount of kale. My herbs right here are doing well. As you see here, I have some strawberries that are actually blooming, and I doubt that I'll actually get strawberries from them, but I'll just leave them. We'll see. And there's my my chamomile. I'm not sure if I'll get any blooms before the frost. If I don't, I'll take it inside and see if I can get some blooms during the winter so that I can dry them and make some chamomile. My lavender, and of course my basil and marigolds there. My cilantro is looking great. My chives didn't do so well this fall. They just didn't germinate well. Anyways, this is a Better Boy plant, and it is doing pretty well. It's got lots of tomatoes on it. It does have quite a bit of disease to it still, but it's still got lots of tomatoes, and even have little baby tomatoes on it right there. And then right here are my turnips, and I harvested one turnip from one of them, and they're starting to get big.
The last one that I saw looked about this big.
And then look, that's my garlic. My garlic's starting to come up. So what I'm gonna have to do is okay, leave it alone. Don't mess with it. I'm going to have to, after, in a week or so, it'll be frosting and stuff. So I will need to mulch. But I'm really happy because they're starting to come up. It's really cool. Then let me show you guys. I said, those are my turnips. These right here are my parsnips, and my parsnips are looking really great. This is the lettuce that I picked from, and so what I did was I just came through and I got the biggest leaves, and I just pinched off the biggest leaves, and we had a nice salad from it. This is the purple broccoli, and the plants in there are getting really big. And these are cabbages, and this is cabbage as well. These are Brunswick cabbages. This is a Chinese Hilton cabbage, and it's doing well. I'm really having a lot better luck. In the fall, we're having less issues with pests. Right there is my Swiss chard, and it's doing well.
It tastes really, really good.
Yeah. And then these, of course, are my carrots, and they're really small right now. They're not, you know, they're just starting to really put down a good root, but they're pretty. So, like I said, these are cabbages. Right there is one of my beets, and that is a cabbage. And this one is the early Jersey Wakefield. This one is Mammoth Red Rock, and then these right here are a mustard, and this is red mustard. This is spinach, and this is purple lady pak choy, and these are beets as well. So, and then here, these are the cherry tomatoes that I have.
They taste really
and
good.
These are doing really well still. If you see all those little tomatoes all over, I mean, they're doing fabulous.
Not like the other tomato plants.
I do have a couple of apalcas on this plant, and then this right here is purple bumblebee, and right there's sorry, there you go, and some right there. They have a great flavor. I will grow them again next year.
They also kind of look like grapes whenever they're not ripe.
Yeah, they do have, because if they get a lot of sunlight, they produce the anthocyanin, and so they have a very bluish purple color, and they are just really pretty. And then I have a couple of Amish paste tomatoes on this plant, and so like I said, they're doing decent considering these were planted later, and so we should still get a few more tomatoes off of these plants. And the only ones that I might not get any off of is this one, which is a triple crop, and I don't even think that it is even blossoming. There's a couple of them back here that were volunteer, and so I've got a couple of tomatoes on them, but I don't know if I'll get anything actually from it. So, but anyways, so the garden is doing well, and I'm actually getting a lot of stuff from it. Everything is looking really good, and I'm really happy with the way things are going. I did want to talk a little bit about some of the things that we were talking about. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys, I haven't done anything with this bag yet. I am going to overwinter some things over there and plant some cover crop right in there. And I haven't planted anything else in this one, that one, or those over there. And I will do radishes and stuff like that in those, because they're those, and then of course my Tabascos are still looking great. But the oh, my lavender's got a shoot, so that one is starting to flower. One of the things that I did want to talk about a little bit is about some of the things that I had decided whenever I went to the Homesteaders of America conference. And one of the things that I have decided, because as you guys see, I have quite a bit of, hi Isaac, you're in my way. I've got quite a bit of space still left that I can do things with here. So I do plan on expanding my gardening, even though a lot of this area is shaded, because like I said, if you see, I've got lots and lots of trees. You know, I mean, I'm just surrounded by trees. You know, I mean, lots of trees. So the only place that I don't have much in the way of trees is right over there, because we just had a couple of trees that we took down right over there. And so we do get a little bit of sunlight, more sunlight in the summer over there now. So what I plan on doing is I plan on actually moving my peppers and a couple of things over in that area, and I'll show you that. In fact, I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to take you over there here in a second. Okay, so this is the other part of my yard that you guys don't see very often. And this part, as you see, there's a stump there, and then over there's a stump right there where we had some trees taken out, and then there's a stump right there where we had trees taken out. So in the summer, when the sun is coming at a different angle, then this area gets a lot more sun during the day. Right now, of course, it's in the evening, and it's in the fall, and there's very little sun in this area right now. Well, it's all shaded right now because it's behind the house is where it is. But so we're gonna probably move some of the peppers and that kind of stuff in this area, and then I'm gonna take you over here. It's a bit of a mess, and I'll show you. We had planted some azalea bushes here, one right there. It's still, we do have, you know, it's still got some green to it, but it's not looking really good. This one still looks great, and this one over here does not look good at all. And I had heucheras that were here, and I also had a couple other of the hostas that were here that just did not do well. And I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm thinking maybe it's grubs, but I couldn't tell you exactly for sure. But anyways, let me show you what we have over here and what I'm thinking about doing. So over here, before we got the property, you boys need to take that to the trash can, please. Before we got the property, this area right here was fenced in, and there is a fence still there. It's just kind of grown up, but anyways, it was sort of like an area for, I guess, where they put dogs or whatever. But I'm thinking about putting chickens there. That's where I'm thinking about putting chickens. So if anybody has experience with chickens and wants to let me know whether they think this is a good place for them, or whether I should put them somewhere else. Just leave a comment in the comment section. But I mean, like I said, we would clear this out some and then put the chickens in here, because I'm not sure what kind of plants these are. I'm not sure what kind of berries these things are. I have no idea. So anyways, it might be holly, because I mean holly is native here. So anyways, well, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, all right. So anyway, so I just wanted to let you guys kind of see what we were thinking about doing, and some of the things that are going on, and that where we want to improve for the next year, and kind of what we are thinking about doing over the next year and a half to expand. But anyways, no, I'm not going to do the rabbits over here. If I do rabbits, it'll be on the other side. Yeah, over there where we were, near where the garden area is. Yeah, I guess. Anyway, so so thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us. And if you liked the video, click like, subscribe, share it with a friend. Like I said, if you have any comments, leave them below, and we'll see you soon.